So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was C.J. Stroud who finished off that drive with a touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Lawrence running right on the option.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. If you got to do it.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Stroud.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Quick slant caught by Kirk.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
And one more time, here's Kirk.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
19 yards there on the catch and run. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Lawrence to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Oh, look at the juke.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Final play of the half, Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Robert Woods as time expires in the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back. EA Sports. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking it.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Will Anderson getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here are the Texans to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now here's Stroud. That is caught by Dell.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A very solid gain of 27.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second. Touchdown, Texans.
Devin Singletary from 3 yards out. And the Texans have opened the lead up to 30.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jaguars nothing. Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
Denzel Perryman.
Now that ground game just... struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Lawrence on third down. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This is taken at the 15. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans back out there and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Now Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins.
This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Houston. 66 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Okay. This is it. I'm not having fun anymore.
They'll run here with Pierce.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown.
Dameon Pierce, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are pouring it on.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Jaguars nothing.
On 2nd down, ETN once more.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Lawrence will throw. A short throw to Ingram. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And they will remain well behind.
A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp got that black cloud over their heads.
Stroud sets up the play action. He'll let this go deep for Collins.
And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Houston. 53 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Stroud to throw it.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Texans are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. To return, here's Agnew.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Here's Lawrence.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Denzel Perryman with a sack.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Down several scores and playing behind the chains is not the way to have success in this one. Right now, if you're the offensive line, your big concern, protecting your quarterback and even a chance to try and throw something downfield to pick up the needed yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards.
And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense taking over again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That tackle by Trayvon Walker. Nice play. He blows that up behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Pierce. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Buried behind the line by Shaquille Griffin on the corner blitz.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right at the 35. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we get to watch Nico Collins. He was a game breaker last week, over 200 yards receiving. It's the Texans and the Steelers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here. As it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans.
Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to. It's 3. It's 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers, and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Pickett back to throw. Here's one deep for Pickens. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that will be the last shot that they take in this game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on the initial drive of the ball game.
Their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So out come the Texans in great starting field position. Leading them out, a two-year starter at Ohio State and second overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, and we'll see if he can keep a string of good games going right here. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A man coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. And Stroud now to throw. Dancing to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. You do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
23 yards, the final tally. Back to throw, Pickett. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Look at the defense for these Texans. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's a...
Hello?
Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 23.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
He knows never has. He tried to use Walmart against.
And turn it into positives moving forward.
So we're going to be on WWE.